I gotta make this video because well, first of all, let me shout out DQ. DQ, we just met, literally, we just met in person today. If you have been watching, like you guys, if you guys have been watching my live streams, you know that DQ is definitely somebody, and all right, DQ is definitely somebody that's been putting in the work. He's been showing up. Like my man's DQ really like doing his thing. And he said something that I want to share with you guys here. Something is not private, it's not personal, nothing like that. It's something that he said that I think is very, very valuable. Honestly, even for me, like he taught me something. We met up, right? We had an agenda and we did what we had to do. But he said something that really like it stuck with me. And I was talking about, when you first trade a life account, when you first see your money going up and down, right? When you see that money fluctuating, it does something to you, right? Like some people are not comfortable with that. And it's hard for a lot of people to see that fluctuation. But he said this. He said, it's cool because once, and in my own words, but this is the part that he said, it's cool because once the money's in the market, that belongs to the market. It's in my own words how I'm saying it. I know he probably said it a little bit different, but that's the idea. He said, once the money is in the market, that's it. It's in the market. It belongs to the market. So that was so big even for me because sometimes I may even get into a trade and I see that the money fluctuating in that trade and I act as if it's mine. But once that money is in the market, it's no longer mine. And that's one thing that I learned today. Like once you place a trade, once you put money in the market, it's no longer yours. Of course, once you exit the position, you're either going to lose or you're going to win. But once it's in there, it's in there. If you lose, you got to learn to accept that L. You got to take the L. Don't place a trade if you're not willing to lose. See, you see the kids? Don't place no trades if you are not willing to lose. Like I'm telling you right now, you have to take the L. Don't be so scared. Don't be so afraid of losing. We gotta switch our mindset. Like we gotta switch that. We gotta go from thinking that money's mine and I have to win to I made a decision, right? I made a decision. I put the money out there and let it do what it do. Let it do what it's gonna do. That's it. Let's stop being so, what's the word? I'm not saying so protective. Like, of course, you have to protect your capital. That part you have to do. So attached. We gotta stop being so attached to those trades. Like, once you place a trade, don't be so attached to it because nothing good is gonna come out of that. When you are so attached to that money, nothing good comes from that. You gotta have in your mind that you're gonna place 100 trades over time, right? And over time, those 100 trades are gonna play in your favor. When you have a strategy, if you have a strategy, those 100 trades are gonna play out in your favor. But if you don't have a strategy, those trades are not gonna play out in your favor. So stop thinking that every trade belongs to you. They don't. they really don't. So shout out to DQ for saying that, because if he would have never said that, I would have not had that perspective, right? If he would have not said that, like, hold on. If he would have not said that, I wouldn't have that perspective, to be honest. So thank you again. Shout out to DQ. Thank you for saying that, because I learned from everybody. That's just the type of person I am. And I'm sorry if you guys see the phone shaking a little bit. I don't have my handheld device today. Like, I just don't. So it's like I got the wind a little bit. My hand might be shaking a little bit, but I wanted to give y'all what I'm thinking right now after that meeting with DQ, because that's so valuable. So again, thank you DQ for that. Like that right there even helped my trading out. Like even more than you might think. So I hope that helps somebody out here. I hope that helps you, like whoever's watching me right now. I hope that helps you. Take that with you. Let me know in the comments. Is there anything that I said here? Even if it's that, is there anything that I said here that helped your mindset, that helped you pretty much win, that's gonna help you win? Let me know in the comments. And before I go, listen, look at this. We are out here in Siesta Keys, Florida. Like, this is beautiful. Like, look at those colors. I'm gonna try to go slower, a little bit slower, but it's the first time that I come out here. I was like, I look at the map, right? I looked at the map when I was like, when we met up, I looked at the map and I was like, yo, Siesta Keys is like near, like, let me check it out. So, of course, I had told my wife already. I said, yo, like, oh, there's thundering and everything over there. I told her, I said, yo, can I check it out? Because listen, when you married, like, you can't just like do what you want, right? I mean, some people do, and then they end up divorced. But I told her, she said, yeah, and we're out here. Like, yo, listen, Florida has some of the best views out here. Like, Florida has some of the most inspiring scenery. Honestly, like, even on the drive here, I was just so inspired by the houses, like the way that people live. And you see so many people out here, like so many people out here living big. Think about that. Like, you have all these people living big. And my question to you is, and even to myself is, why can't I? Like, why can't I live like that? Why can't I, like, what makes me different? We're all humans, right? We're all human. Like, we're not, I don't see anybody here that looks different than me, right? I look around, everybody looks the same. Of course, people have different experiences. People have, like, people just prepare. They prepare for that future. So if you want to live big, if you want to, and when I say live big, it's just accomplish your dreams. Like, I don't even mean that you got to have a huge house, a huge mansion, like none of that. It's just simply you accomplishing your dreams, like you living where you want to live, you hopping on a plane when you want to hop on a plane. Like, all of those things are going to happen. They're going to happen when you lock in. If you don't lock in, that's not going to happen, right? So let's lock in. Let's stop BSing. Like, we want to accomplish our dreams, but we're not willing to invest in ourselves. Think about that. We want to accomplish dreams, but we don't lock in. We don't invest in ourselves. I've been investing in myself, like, since I started this trading journey. And even before that, like, I've been doing a lot of stuff, just investing in myself. But I've been doing so many things, just like paying the price. Like, I just pay the price, and it's taking me to new levels. I wouldn't be out here if I didn't pay the price before. You see, I've been paying the price. I paid it with my job. I paid it with my career. I'm paying it right now with the trading. And I'm telling you this, I'm documenting this right now. Listen, by the time I am a certain age, I'm just gonna say what, 2 more years, in 2 more years, that's what I'm gonna say. In 2 more years, this is just gonna be different. Like, why? Number one, because I'm locked in. Number two, because I invest in myself. Number three, because I am declaring it. I am speaking it into existence. And I know that whatever God has for me is bigger than whatever I could even think of. Sometimes we limit, and this is not like a preaching or anything, but these are my thoughts. Like, I like to share my thoughts when I do these videos. It is my belief that we like to limit God. We limit him with our own vision. We think that whatever it is that we want is what God has for us. But listen, if you just lock in, you work, you invest in yourself, you do everything that you gotta do, you could be literally in a place that's so far beyond what you ever imagined. Like, honestly, I didn't even think I would be here right now. Of course, it was my dream, but God always finds a way to do it bigger. Again, I'm not trying to get religious. This is just my thoughts, my belief. If you don't believe in that, that's okay. Just take the message, right? Whatever it is that you want to do, like, it could happen a lot bigger. This is your hobby. The world is yours.